Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Mini Pod, my podcast. This is episode 15, and today I am joined by my friend Patrick. Hello.
Hi.
I think you have now been on every single one this season.
I'm basically a co-host.
You are. You really are. I was looking up who I'd had on as guests in my spreadsheet, and it was just like Patrick, and I was like, God, Patrick is just on all the time.
I mean, I don't do much, and if it weren't for me, let's be honest, it'd be a little dry. Not to name
Probably.
names, but some of the episodes would just be an hour and 20 minutes of awkward silence
Oh yeah.
and shuffling.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there are some people in the group that hold good conversation, but then there's others that are just not the dynamic isn't as good. We'll say that. The dynamic isn't as good.
Yeah, of course, we've got amazing dynamic, don't we?
Well, I mean, we can talk back and forth.
That is amazing dynamic.
Yeah, we can talk back and forth about most things, whereas with other people in the group, sometimes I can't really do that. So
I've just
you're
learned
good.
how to have a good conversation with someone. Step one, let them speak. Even if you want to speak, you have to let them speak. Otherwise, it won't go anywhere. Number two, whenever someone says, "How are you?" never just say, "I'm good." That is terrible and such bad conversation. You always say, "I'm good. I've been doing this and that and that. How about you?" It invites more conversation about the things you've been doing.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm sometimes quite bad for that. But usually if somebody says, "Hello, how are you?" I say, "Oh yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?"
Well, yeah, that's fine, but like, you can't just say I'm
Yeah.
good. That's boring.
No, you can't just say I'm good because then the conversation is immediately redundant.
You can't just say I'm good, how are you? That's also boring.
Well, yeah, it's boring, but it keeps the conversation going.
Also, I've learned if someone says how are you, I don't just say I'm good default. If it's someone I care about, I'll be like, oh, I'm kind of bored or kind of stressed. You
Yeah.
know, invites a connection.
Mm. Yeah.
This is friendship advice with Declan and Patrick. Come back next week and we'll teach you how to sustain a relationship.
Oh, I mean, we've both been very successful with that one.
Oh, shut up. I've been better than you.
Well, yeah, but still, I think we could get Billy to come on and do that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, Billy, Luke, and Jessica.
Yeah,
That'll be
Billy and
great.
his two rather successful relationships compared to me and you
Okay,
having
I
bad
could have a
ones.
successful relationship. No, your relationship were doomed to fail. Mine could
Yeah,
have been successful if I was a person who settled, but I'm not. And I could get anyone I wanted if I wanted.
very humble of you, very humble.
It's honest. How I've had 13 people like me.
You asked me, why do so many people like you? And you were taking that as a bad thing. And I was like, God, I'd be taking that as a compliment.
Yeah, but it's bloody annoying when it's like, not to name names, but people who are universally known to be icky.
I know who you mean, I think.
Yeah, like, come on, and no one can get over what people can get over me, but this one specific person cannot get over me, and it's really weird.
Yeah, that's a.
She's a year older than me. It's kind of yeah.
Oh. Oh. I thought I knew who you were on about,
You
but I
do,
really don't.
you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
Last
tell me who this
last
is.
can't get over me. Damn, I am irresistible. Unless you're straight and male or a lesbian female, in which case, the odds are rather stacked in my favor, against me actually.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. So,
Also,
what have you been doing today?
um, not a lot. Well, that's not true. I've been doing somewhat
Don't
more than
lie
I
to your
usually would.
viewers.
I've done somewhat more than I usually would Today I got up and
Good job.
thank you. I got up and I don't really remember what I did in the morning, but then we went to the shops. We went to Home Bargains and we went to
Hog.
Morrison's. So we got some shopping and then we got a McDonald's.
Hog.
Then we came home and I stressed about French for an hour and a half because I have a speaking test.
Me too.
Yeah, but you speak French. That's not fair.
Yeah, but I don't remember my thing.
Yeah, but you can make something up.
I can't. You really overestimate my fluency in the language.
Well, you can make something up better than I could.
True.
And we have that. Well, I have that a week on Monday. So as you're watching this, it's 2 days 2 days away as it's being uploaded, which is
You're probably
bad.
like a few steps away from stress crying.
I don't think I got to that point,
Oh,
but
2 days away?
oh, yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see where the week takes me because I need to learn all of my. Well, no, I don't need to learn. Well, I need to learn the last little bit of my third paragraph of a speaking presentation, and then I have to learn every single question and answer. There's 10 of them
Oh, I did
for
that weeks ago.
my conversation, and I
I tell you,
Go on.
I could do the whole thing.
I don't doubt that. I really don't.
It's just the questions are so easy for me because it's a conversation.
Mm.
I can say but we like 30 times and no one can tell me off for that because it's a thing French people say.
What does that mean?
What? Ah bah oui.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Also, I was about to full on dox my teacher. My French teacher said that I'm allowed to just tack et toi at the end of my questions to make them questions for him.
Yeah. See, that's like my thinking. I'm gonna do that, maybe, because that's a good idea.
So I can be like, dans ma famille, c'est ta 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 ta, and then I can be like, et toi? And then he has to answer, and then that's 4 minutes of my time gone.
Yeah. That's a good point because we have to ask them questions as well.
Yeah, it's a conversation. It's
yeah.
not just speaking at people.
Yeah, to get better marks. And our teacher also. Why am I saying our? My teacher said that you should stumble a little bit or pause or something because it's a conversation and you're not just blurting something out like you know exactly what you're gonna say.
I know. See, I think, okay, I read an article that says you have different personalities when you speak different languages. My personality in French, A, I'm mean, and 2, I'm loud, and 3, I'm very laid back.
Fair enough.
So whenever I'm speaking French, firstly, I have learned how to be sarcastic in French. Amazing. My dad's like, speak more French, and then I do, and he's like, oh, you figured out how to be mean in French. And it's a lot of ah bah oui mais c'est ça ça c'est ça, which translates to well yeah it's that and this and that. You know, it's that persona because I don't sound like ah bah oui like oh well yeah I don't talk like this, but when I'm speaking French ah bah oui c'est ça, it works like that, right? It's weird.
Sure, yeah. I mean, when I talk in French, I just mispronounce things and get a bit scared.
See, I keep offering to help you and you keep refusing.
Well, see, I appreciate this so much, but I've never had help with this before, and I don't know if it would benefit me. I should probably try.
Yeah, you really should. I can tell you when you're pronouncing something wrong.
See, it's just like the actual learning of the thing that I'm struggling with, and then I can get into the, okay, now I need to pronounce everything right.
Well, yeah, but probably learn it a bit easier if you actually knew how to pronounce it.
I mean, that's fair enough, yeah. We do have a recording, so Well, yeah, I have recordings of my teacher saying everything.
Well, yeah. But what's better, listening to a recording and trying to emulate it, or your friend going, "No, c'est pas en béton, c'est en béton. It flows." See?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I just said the same thing twice, but with more accent the second time because I forgot to mispronounce it the first time.
Fair, yeah.
Oh,
I do need to learn that a bit more, but hopefully I will be okay. And if not, then we might get to redo it after Easter.
I'm gonna fail media.
You probably won't.
I was thinking about this earlier. I'm gonna get a C because I've just not handed in our right. So for media, we were supposed to create a PSA about an issue we care a lot about, a social issue, right?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be handed in for coming up on about 5 months ago, right?
I think it was like December.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's for coming up 5 months ago.
Sure, yeah.
We're nearly into April.
Yeah.
And I haven't handed it in. I've just found out I'm a very bad filmographer. Never wanted to be a filmographer, honestly. I just kind of chose media because I wanted a class with Declan. Yeah, and so I didn't hand it in, meaning I can't do the second half of the entire thing, which is bad.
Yeah. Because the first half is what you want to do, and the second half is evaluating what you actually did.
Yeah, so I'm she told me, she's like, you've got until Friday, that last Friday, the Friday that just passed, because we're from this on Sunday, to do it. And then I went, okay. And then I went home.
And didn't do it.
And I really wanted to do it. But then I was like, do I have to? And my procrastination mixed with my very poor understanding of consequences to my actions, I blame that on the fact that I am not a mentally healthy person and therefore can't properly comprehend what will happen to me. And so I just kind of didn't do it, and I've just been thinking about it in my head. I'm like, what's the worst that'll happen? She'll yell at me? Fine, I'll cry a bit and then it'll be done.
Yeah, but you'll, fail that half of the course.
And?
I mean, you would have to do exceptionally well in the other half to do okay in the subject.
Yeah, but I really don't care. See, the thing is, here's how I imagine the conversation going. My future employer, we've skipped university at this point because it's the same thing, right? My future employer is going to look at my thing and being like, right, so I see you did pretty good on your hires. I imagine I'm going to do pretty good on my hires because COVID will be less of a thing and I'll be less, crippled with hate for myself. And he's going to be like, why, it's a he in this scenario, I'm not sexist. Just my brain. He's going to be like, so, National 5, you failed math. And I'm going to be like, yeah, well, I mean, I've always been really bad at math, and it was advanced algebra. And he's gonna be like, I relate because I'm a person doing English, and nobody can be good at math and English. And then we're gonna chuckle about it. He goes, oh, so you got like a D in media. What's that about? I never took media. What's media about? And I'll be like, oh, it's just films and stuff. And he's gonna be like, right, okay. And then he's gonna write a little note that says not needed for this job, so ignore it, and then I'm gonna be fine.
Well, I mean, you don't
honestly,
even have to say that you failed maths and media in your
sure.
thing.
He's gonna look at is my hires, and he's gonna be like, well, did pretty good in hire, did pretty good in French and English, and that's all we care about.
Well, yeah, but do you not have to
history and politics and all that? So
yeah. I so wish I could take politics, but I just can't because it's in the same column as drama, and I want to be a drama teacher possibly, and so it makes more sense.
I'll give you updates on what's going on in class. I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, that would be very good. I would love to partake in political debates, but
Oh,
I
that'd be
can't.
so fun. That sounds sarcastic, but I genuinely love a good political debate.
Oh, it's, yeah, I love them. I mean, at the time, I just get annoyed by the person who is, like, if the other person is saying completely ridiculous things, at the time, I don't really like it. But then looking back on it, I'm like, I enjoyed that debate.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty much here's how I'm envisioning. We have media tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Right, so here's some vision in the conversation. I'll sit down, she'll do the lesson, and then at the end she'll be like, Patrick, can you stay back after class? And I'll be like, oh boy. And then she's gonna be like, so you didn't hand in the thing? I'm like, yeah, well, honestly, I don't really care if I fail. She's gonna be like, that's very, you're not thinking about your future at all. That's very irresponsible of you. I'll be like, yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. And she's gonna be like, shout, yell at me a bit, and then she's gonna be like, well, it's your future, your funeral. I'll be like, sure is, and then I'm gonna leave.
That is one way of saying how that conversation is going to go.
How do you imagine it would go?
I think it's going to be screaming the entire thing.
Really?
Then you'll cry, and then she'll get somewhat sympathetic, and then you will cry at lunch.
Yeah, I mean that too, but we all need a good cry every now and then, right? It's been a while since I've cried because of a teacher, and you know, maybe if I start crying before she even says anything, she won't yell at all.
I mean, maybe.
I'm very tired and at the point where I simply do not care about anything at all. So, I mean, chances are I might just be very chill. Really, it could go either way, or she might not mention it at all, and then she'll just give me a mean email or send me up during English, like she did last time.
Wait, what?
Was that I left the class during English?
Wait, like last Tuesday?
Yeah.
You left the class?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
That's
didn't
so
realize.
mean.
Well, you were like right at the front and very far away.
I'm actually sitting in the same place I sat in history, like exact same place. So while I am miles from you guys, I actually can't bring myself to care because I just get to sit and do my work. Oh, hey, so we did that 8 marker.
Yeah.
Did you get your results back?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
8.
I got 3.
How?
Because I was an idiot. I was really at myself for this one. Sorry, I said piss. I was really mad at myself for this one because I just didn't read the question right. If I had added one sentence to all of my questions, or not even a sentence, like 3 words, I would have gone 8 out of 8. And I was so mad about that.
What was the question again?
Wider idea, observing an event.
Yeah, observing wider theme or
Yeah,
event.
it was the observing part because I never said observing because I didn't read it properly. Can you hear me angrily clicking? Yeah, I didn't say observe, and for that I got 3. But she was like, in her little feedback thing, she was like, oh, it's such a shame because there's a really excellent analysis. You just forgot to say observe, and I was like, oh, angry, not good.
Yeah, there was a time where I did that and I got quite bad on one of them.
Well, at least it was just a thing.
Yeah, we move on. We move on from that.
Yeah.
Onwards and upwards from here.
Oh, you want to know how my day was?
Yeah, go on.
So, I woke up at 10 to my parents going, you're on puppy duty, we're walking the dogs. So I meandered downstairs, pulled myself a bowl of cereal because I found myself quite enjoying cereal recently now that I have the time to eat breakfast in the morning. And, yeah, then I looked at the puppies, they squeaked at me, took them out for a bit once my parents came back, went back upstairs, and then had really bad period cramps. So I got my period today, which sucks. And if a single one of you cringed at the idea of a person having a period, then shame on you. It's a natural body function. Hurts like a bad person. It still is really sore. My painkillers are wearing off and I'm being grinded up from the inside.
Oh,
So I
dear.
basically spent like 3 hours on my bed with a hot water bottle moaning in pain.
Oh.
Yeah, so not fun. And then the painkillers kicked in, and so I played Minecraft for a bit, spoke to myself as you do.
Oh, yeah.
And then had supper, lunch about 3 because I feel like that sometimes. And then after I had lunch, I came back, played some more Minecraft. And then at like 6, I was like, I want to go outside because I am tired of this household. That's not true. I just want to go outside. So I left my house with my mother's permission because she was at the kitchen table. It was unavoidable. And then I went. I was like, where am I going? I found myself at my old school, my primary school, which was cool. You know.
I mean, it's not that far away from your house, but sure.
Yeah, I just never go there because it's not really in the way of anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I never go to mine either.
I went there and I kind of wandered around, had a nostalgia trip. I climbed on top of a thing. I wanted to climb so many different things, but then I was like, it's a little sus to see a random teenager climbing into the nursery area, so I didn't do that. But I did just climb on top of a little blue box, and I sat there for a bit. Wished my friend happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Kirsty. This is a shout out to you. Comment
Happy birthday.
if you like Kirsty. You don't know who she is, but she's pretty cool. Yeah, and then after that, I went to the park because I haven't been to the park in ages. And there were, SD, Popular Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there with her older sister, but at the other side, so I was just like, well, I'm just going to ignore you. Then they left after a bit. And so I was on the swing, and then I watched a drug deal happen. Am I allowed to talk about that on your
What?
podcast? Am I allowed to talk about drug deals?
No.
Okay, well, cut this bit out.
Let's save this for later.
All right. We're definitely coming back to this. I saw 2 older men.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that instead. I saw 2 older men that were just like talking real loud, kind of spooky. Yeah, then I was just on the swings for a bit. It was fun. Then I got cold and I left.
Fair enough. Very good.
But it did bring back one particular memory, which was less pleasant.
This segue.
The segue.
Or as you called it in your text, the segment.
Did I?
Yeah, you said it's a good segment.
Autocorrect, okay? Yeah, so when I was, let's say I was 10 years old. No, I was 9. 9 years old, right? Little 9-year-old me, I was chubby and still am, but I'm more pleased with it than I was then. I had terrible fashion sense. I didn't own a single pair of jeans. All I wore were printed leggings.
Everyone had terrible fashion sense when they were 9.
Printed leggings, dude. They were leopard print and stars and just terrible. But they were so comfy. My God. Yeah, so I was at the park with 3 of my friends. Okay, one thing. I'm playing Minecraft, and this fox has murdered 10 fish. 10!
Whoa.
I keep
Wow.
one. Ooh, I'm having heart palpitations.
Oh.
It's fine. Every time I look back, this fox has murdered another fish, and it's just pond filled with dead fish. Take
Oh.
one of them. Come on, eat your spoils. He's eating them. Okay, back to my story. So, me and like 5 other friends. 2 of them are about 13 years old. because they were older sisters.
Ah.
And the rest of us are also 9, or some of us are 10.
Mm-hmm.
It actually took place around this time of year as well, I think.
Oh.
So we were at this basket swing, right? Fairly
Mm-hmm.
pleasant. We were on the swing, swing back and forth, you know. Then these two guys come out of their houses and down to the park. These guys are trouble. They are known to be trouble. Um, they get into all sorts of illegal activities. Cough, cough, cough. That's where I'm going with that. Infer how you will. And yeah, so they came over. We were like, let's just ignore them. Then they came right up to us and started picking fights. Not good. I should mention they were about 14 at the time.
Wow.
Old teenagers to us.
Mm-hmm.
It was my friend who said she said the deciding words of when you look in a mirror, it breaks. Such a savage insult for a 9-year-old, really. And also for a 14-year-old, because then he went to his house and we thought, oh, roasted, he's never coming back. He did come back with bleach. Kitchen bleach. He had some bleach with him. And he threw bleach at us.
And can we just say that this is in no way safe, and do not try this at home. It is illegal, and I think, and wrong,
Yeah, it's
and can
assault.
kill someone.
Yeah, it's not what the so me, my friends got bleach thrown onto us. You know how I knew it was bleach? It was in an unmarked container because my blue shorts turned pink.
That's
it
terrible.
must have been it must have been around June actually, because I was wearing short shorts and a tank top, as were all of my friends. Not ideal clothing for being thrown at by bleach. Also, it got on my face. Thank
Oh
God I
my
had the
God.
common sense to close my eyes. We were all fine, by the way. But yeah, that was really scary.
I mean, obviously, you're 9. Well, I mean, that would be scary at any age.
Yeah, except
But
now I'd probably scream at them because I'm not a little
baby.
weak person. Yeah, so then this story gets worse somehow. So we all run away, and then
Obviously.
my friend with a phone pulls it out. It's like, I'm going to call the police, because you know, getting bleach thrown on you by a 14-year-old, you should probably call the police.
That's
you know,
like that's like a reasonable offense.
like a cab and all, but that's not cool. And we were 9. It was weird. So one of my friends calls it the police. You know what the police say? This is where my ACAB part comes in. They say, you're too young to call the police. Call back with an adult. It literally, the conversation went, hi, we got bleach thrown on us. How old are you? 13. Call back with an adult. They didn't even hear if the person was still there, if we were in danger. No, just call back with an adult, you know. That's the responsible thing to do. Thank you, Scottish police. You really do wonders for this community.
Now, let's just clarify, this was one person, and they're probably not all like that.
We'll not weigh on this again, ACAB, but whatever.
We move on.
Yeah. Swiftly.
Let's
but
not cause an argument.
That specific lady, why would she say that? That was so terrible. So we all went home. It was a hot day.
To your
My
own
parents
respective houses?
Yes.
Okay.
live in the village. So we all went home, um, and I went to my mum and my dad who were in the garden, just sobbing, and told them what happened. And they were like, "What?" Like obviously shocked. In the end, someone did get their mum to call the police, and I believe the person got charged. Well, not charged, but got put into juvenile, whatever, because this was not his first offense.
Ah.
Shocking. I know. The guy who threw bleach on 9-year-olds for calling him ugly was not a first-time offender.
A
I know,
repeat
right?
offender? Oh my god. How?
Yeah, so that's my crazy story. I'll be back. Just cut this part
Okay.
out, but I'll
I'll
be back in
pause.
like a few minutes.
Okay. Fine by
Put
me.
put your mid-roll ads here.
I will
We'll be
speak for a little minute.
we'll be back after the break.
We don't actually have any advertisers because we're not famous enough for that one or big enough for that one. But if you would like to do anything, please go down into the description and check out all my links. I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, I have a TikTok, I also have a Twitch that I'll be streaming on soon, hopefully. So go and follow me on all them. And please also go and join my Discord server if you would like to. I have loads of different channels for loads of different things on there. I have gaming ones, I have just general talking ones, I have loads of different stuff. So if you would like to go and join my Discord, then please do. There is also a link to an anonymous Google form in the description of this video if you would like to go and suggest any topics that you would like us to talk about potentially. I go through them every so often and see if there's anything that anybody wants to hear our thoughts on. But yeah, that is all I have to say, so we will see you momentarily. And we're back. Hello. Patrick has
Any
returned.
of you guys watch The Voice? Let me know what you think. I think that guy, I can't remember his name. It's okay. His name is okay. It's a pretty cool name, but it's also okay. That is his name.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his name.
Right.
Okaje or something. He's pretty pog. I hope he wins. He can rap and he can sing and he's nice and he got kicked off, right? But then another contestant withdrew, so they put him in instead and he wowed everyone. He's got such great energy. He's like a very funky dude and he always puts something important into his like rap. Like last time he put like shout out to Tom Moore, you know, Captain Tom Moore.
Yeah.
And this time and he put like shout out to the NHS and I was like, oh, that's a cool guy right there. I'm gonna watch his things on YouTube after this, his like the reruns of his thing. I was like, it was really good. Hope he wins.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him on the charts.
Well, yeah, sorry to tell you, the Voice finished last night.
Did he win?
No,
I
he didn't.
can't believe you did this to me. Who did win?
A Scottish guy called Craig Eddy.
Oh, what team was he on?
Anne Marie's.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be him. Yeah, he's good too. I only saw Will.i.am's and Tom Jones's thing today, so I didn't actually get to see the other ones. Because I only remember half of them, like when I go on, when I watch with my mum, and then I immediately forget as soon as I'm done.
I feel like most people only watch The Voice for the blind auditions right at the start, because that's just the best bit.
No, it's not. It's watching them develop. And
No, it's not, because that's just like the X Factor or like any other singing show.
true.
But the blind auditions is what makes it unique.
No, it's the battles. The battles are my favorite.
Yeah, they're okay.
Wait, who won?
I have to look him up again. The Voice. That's not what I would. Hang on. What the? I think he's called something Eddie. He's from Falkirk, I think.
Eddy.
Craig Eddy. That's the one.
Oh, yeah, it's him. He was proper good. What?
I don't. You sounded weird there. The
What?
way you said proper.
He was proper good.
Yeah, I don't know. The way you said that was. Yeah.
Occasionally, I am Scottish.
That
As a
wasn't.
treat.
It wasn't even like Scottish though. It was just different.
I liked him.
I haven't watched it. You know what I watch? I watch.
Downton Abbey.
I meant of The Voice. I don't watch The Voice UK. I watch like YouTube clips of The Voice Australia.
The Voice Australia.
I won't watch it
Mad.
I won't watch it anymore though because the people that I liked that were on it are not on it anymore.
Well, Anne Marie's pretty good. Ollie Murs. Cannot believe Sir Tom Jones does the voice.
He's been on every single series except one
What?
of The Voice.
Oh, right, yeah. Season.
That's an Americanism that I'm not getting on board with because in the UK they are called series.
Well, yeah, but in everything else they're called seasons. Get with the
Well,
program, mate.
No, I am not going to fall into Americanisms unnecessarily. I will call it Season 1 of Superstore, but I will call it Series 2 of Downton Abbey.
That just sounds weird, man. Series 2. No, it's not the second edition of series with a bunch of seasons. It's a season.
No. I appreciate both, but if it's called a series, I will call it a series.
What's some other Americanisms?
I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there probably are a heap. Like movies instead of films, people don't like that. Our media teachers don't like that.
Yeah,
When you call them movies instead of films.
Right, I've looked up a list of American versus British words.
It's gonna give you all the rubbish ones like trash can instead of bin. And toilet.
British versus American. Football versus soccer.
Nah,
I
it's
mean,
just
isn't
weird.
football a sport in America as well?
They have American football, which is like NFL and that, but I don't actually know what it is. It's I feel like it's something. It's like similar to rugby or something, except they have padding or something else.
Yeah, it's the
I feel like
pussy
that's
sport. Cut that out.
I'm not. Well, I kind of have to.
Oh yeah, coriander versus cilantro.
What's
The hell is
cilantro?
cilantro? A resume versus a CV. See, resume is just fancy. We can call it a CV.
What does CV even mean?
What's maize?
Corn? Sweet corn.
Who calls it maize?
I feel like we're the weird ones, though.
Yeah, that's weird. Who the hell calls it a maize? I mean,
No, we're the weird ones for calling it sweet corn, because I think in a load of foreign countries they call it, like, maize or something close to that.
No, maize is British here.
We don't call it maize, do we?
I'm sure some people do.
Well, yeah, some people, but not
I mean,
us.
I spent half my life not knowing what peas were because I would call them petit pois.
Petit pois.
Yeah.
Why is my phone moving? I don't
Oh,
like
no.
that. Oh, it's because it's on top of my PC. Well, it's on top of the part that my PC is
Oh,
on.
biscuit versus cookie
Oh,
makes
that's
me
just weird.
mad.
That's wrong.
Because in America, biscuits are like savory and you have them with gravy.
Yeah, they're
but
like
here,
scones.
It's like a digestive, you know, like a good crunchy biscuit. What a cookie? You can't just say,
Digestive.
what?
No one outside of the UK is gonna know what a digestive is.
Digestive biscuits, they're nice. You dip them in your tea. But cookies are circle with chocolate chips in it. They're not. You can't call. I swear to God, if you would call a digestive biscuit a cookie, I'd snap your neck on site. It's on site.
A digestive cookie. A rich tea cookie.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the other one?
Curtains versus drapes. You call them drapes? That sounds like a fruit.
Yeah. I feel
They're
like another. I feel
curtains.
like another one is dressing gown, and they call it like a robe or something.
A robe. Oh, so
bathrobe.
fancy. I've got my bathrobe on. Why did I go more British to
I
do an
know.
American accent?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try an American accent.
No,
It's not happening.
the last time you did that, it was just terrible.
Comedic effect, my man. What's some trousers versus pants?
See,
I say pants sometimes. My mum goes to my dad, not underwear. Like he's not even from here. You don't need to explain. You can get it from context.
I just don't like that though. I don't
Yeah.
like pants. That's just a weird thing to call them.
Trousers.
They're trousers.
I mean, pants is closer to pantalon, which is French, so
Yeah.
pants works better with me. Bill versus check. I mean, isn't a check like a specific thing? You have like a checkbook.
Yeah, you have a checkbook. We don't have a bill book. I'm pretty sure they don't have a bill book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Torch versus flashlight. That's a weird one. I never thought of the distinction between a torch and a flashlight.
But you don't flash the light.
Yeah, but what is torch?
I don't know.
Well, to torch something is to set it on fire, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Tap versus faucet. Faucet sounds like what we should be calling it, not the Americans.
Yeah. That's wrong.
I mean, tap is also pretty funny.
Tap is funny, yeah, like, oh.
Taxi versus cab.
I just...
Yeah. Let's catch a cab.
Catch a cab.
Yeah.
The way you said that.
What?
Oh, let's catch a cab.
Yeah, it's American. A zip versus a zipper.
I would call it either of those, though, to be fair.
A zip, you zip it up.
Yeah.
I think sweets versus candy.
That's weird.
I prefer candy if I'm being
I
honest.
don't.
Sweets just makes me feel like, can I have a sweetie? You know, like an annoying little child. But candy, I don't know.
Are you
I don't like
clunking
either.
something, by the way? Sorry. Yeah, you are. You're clunking something.
I was fiddling with my mic.
Oh, don't.
The underground versus the subway. Subway's a sandwich shop, man.
Well, yeah, but when you call it the we don't call it the under. I don't call it anything because we don't have
Yeah,
any.
call it the underground. You go in the underground.
Well,
It's
I would
underground,
call it
so
the
it's the
tube.
underground.
If I
Fair.
was calling
Tube
it
is
anything, I'd
fair.
call it the tube. But
I like aubergine versus eggplant.
I mean, I would
Why
still.
is it an eggplant? Please, America, explain to me, what do you think an egg looks like?
Yeah. You Americans are just weird.
You say as though anyone except for our very small group of friends is watching this.
Our friends don't watch this podcast. There are
True.
random people watching this podcast.
Hi, random people, we love you. But not in a parasocial way.
Follow me on all my socials. I've already spoken about them. Hey.
What's that? We do not call it eggy bread.
What?
French toast, eggy bread.
Eggy bread's a different thing.
Garden versus backyard. Yeah, it's like the yard, but in the back.
Yeah, it's a garden. It is a
Push
garden.
chair. No one in the UK calls it a push chair. It's in terms of stroller.
It's a
Nobody
pram.
calls it a push chair. It's a pram.
Yeah.
God, these Americans, where are they getting this from?
I mean, like, I know of some people, or like, I know some places they would call it a push chair, but I feel like that's just old. No one's calling it that anymore.
Yeah.
There's like,
Hold on,
there's
I've got a
nappy and diaper.
I've got a thing for you.
Oh, okay.
Here it is.
What is it?
Right.
Stop playing with your mic. It's
Hold on,
really
give me a
irritating. Love. I'm sure all of the listeners will love this.
Right. How do you pronounce scone?
Scone.
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 Right. What do you call the small grey bug that curls into a ball when it's touched?
I don't know. I don't call it anything.
Yeah, you do. It's a small grey bug. It's got little like scales on it.
Maybe like a Slater.
Yeah. Slater. Anything else? No, you only get one option. How do you pronounce the words full and fool, as in I'm full or you're a fool?
Fool? You are a fool, or I'm fool.
Oh, the same.
Yeah.
Oh, we have different accents. How do you pronounce the words door and poor?
How are you spelling the other one?
Door. That's a
Door.
door. Poor. You have no money.
Oh, door and poor.
Do they not rhyme or do they rhyme?
No, they don't.
Okay. How would you call a young person characterized by brash, loutish behavior and low social status?
I know what quiz you're doing.
Yeah, well, we're still doing it.
What
so.
are the options?
Chav, towny, scumbag. That's so American. Stig, lout, skanker.
Oh, well, I don't
Kev,
think we can
job.
say that.
No, it's skanger.
Oh.
Smick, scally.
I bet Ned's on there somewhere.
Ned.
I wouldn't call it that. I wouldn't call it that. I'd call it probably like a chav or something. I don't know. I wouldn't really call them anything. But if I had to, it would be a chav.
What would you call someone you think is stupid? Egypt, pillock, dope, plank, numpty, TWP, idiot, moron, gowl, thick, melt, dose, bark, wazzock, dummy.
Wazik.
What?
It's
How
not
did I say it?
wazik. You've also pronounced pillock as like pillock.
My accent, man.
I'd probably call him like an idiot.
Yeah, idiot's a pretty nice one.
I mean, I'd
What do
also
you-
call them like a
what-
dumbass, but
Yeah. Oh, I'd
Not
just
an
call them
option.
stupid. What do you call it when a person gets a ride in the back of someone else's bicycle?
Eh? I thought you were
What
going to
do
say
you
like a car.
No, bicycle.
What are the options? I don't call it anything.
There are a million, but if you have a no word for it, there's a no word for this option.
I don't have one because I don't say it.
What would you use if you're feeling unwell? Crap, sick, under the weather, poorly, off color, bad, peaky, ill, rough.
Ill.
Oh, I'm feeling ill.
See, sick's another one. Sick's another Americanism that I don't like.
I say sick. I feel sick.
See, if I say I feel sick, I mean I am going to be sick. Like throw up.
And I say sick, it can be anything from headache, stomach ache,
I would
just
also like
generally bad.
I would be specific. Like if I wasn't feeling well, I'd say, "Oh, I've got a sore head," or "Oh, I feel sick," or "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah."
What do you call the playground game in which one child chases the rest and anyone who is touched becomes the pursuer?
Tag, but I used to say tig.
Can you say tig for fun?
No, because I'm saying tag.
Aw. You know they only have one word for this in America.
Was it not like it?
No, it's just tag. We
Oh.
have like a million though.
Oh yeah.
What do you call child's soft shoes worn for PE?
What?
You know the shoes you change into for PE?
PE shoes.
PE shoes?
I don't
We call
know.
them gym shoes.
Oh yeah, gym shoes. Yeah, okay, yeah, gym shoes.
Yeah.
I didn't have the options.
Or trainers.
Yeah,
But-
trainers or gym shoes or something.
That's very Scottish according to this map. No one else says that apart from Scotland. How do you refer to your mother?
Mum. Usually.
Mum. This is the one where wherever I put it, it just does not appear on the map whatsoever.
What do
I
you
say
say?
mama because I'm a little
Oh.
foreign boy.
Ugh.
How do you pronounce the words food and good?
Food, good. Food, good.
Do they rhyme?
They kind of rhyme, but not really.
Do not rhyme.
It's not like food and good.
Oh, that's very, very much not Scottish whatsoever. It's entirely Wales, England, and Ireland.
Oh.
How would you describe a heavy rainfall? Bucketing down, chucking it down, pouring, lashing, raining cats and dogs, pelting down, throwing it down, tipping down, pissing down.
See, my mom
I love
always
that.
says something, and it's none of those options, and I always make fun of her, but I would just say it's like pouring rain.
Every time, I love how swear words are a casual part of UK culture.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce the words but and put?
But and put. They don't
Do not
rhyme.
rhyme. How do you pronounce the ah sound in last?
Last.
Last.
Like ah.
Ah. So, okay, go say the word father.
Father.
Go say the word last.
Last.
Go say the A from both of those.
Fa. La. They're the same.
Same. Go say cat.
Cat.
Go say the A in cat.
Cat.
Go say the A in father, ah, last, and cat.
They all right. They're all the same.
They're all the same. Father, cat, last, I suppose, but you say father, cat, last.
See, no, that's like a pretty Scottish thing to say. It's the posh people that go father or cat or last.
They're father,
last.
last.
Cat. They all rhyme.
Okay. What do you call someone who is moody? Miserable, narky, cranky, sulky, crabby, grumpy, pissed off, crabbit, arsey, mardy, stroppy.
Moody. Is that an
Moody? No.
option? I'd say like they're in a bad mood.
Well, how would you say
Grumpy?
grumpy? I would say stroppy if it was a little child.
I would
What
say
do you call the evening meal?
supper.
Good. You're correct. Oh, Jesus! That's really local and specific to our area and our area only.
I feel like it's local in parts of England though, because I've
No,
seen
it's
that
not.
somewhere.
Not at all.
Oh god, oh god. Oh.
How would you refer to a baby? Nipper, bab, little one, babby, sprog, bairn, babe, baba, ween, wean, kid.
It's not an option for baby.
If any, so you can just say none of these.
Yeah, none of those. I would call a baby a baby.
I mean, I know people who'd say bairn.
Yeah, or I would.
How do you refer to your grandmother?
Granny.
Just granny for both of them?
Or nanny.
I like nanny, it's more foreign. Oh, you can pick both. Okay, it's fine.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh god, that's really Irish.
Oh.
Which of these words would you use for not showing up for work or school? Doss, on the beak, on the dag, dog it, play
Skiving.
hooky, ditch, skive off, wag off, mitch, on the duck, dog off, twag, skip, bunk off, on the hop, nick off.
Okay, well, we're going for skive off, but I would say skiving.
I would also say skiving. How do you pronounce the words horse as in the animal or horse as in my throat hurts?
Horse and horse.
They sound different?
Yeah, they sound different. Horse,
Horse,
and horse.
Horse, horse.
Yeah.
Which of these words were used to describe a friend? Mara, mucker, chum, yeser, pal, buddy, brethren.
What? What?
I love that.
What?
Mara, mucker, chum, yeser, pal, buddy, brethren.
Where's a friend?
Dude, man, mate, lad, bro, buddy, bud.
I'd have to go for pal, but I'd say friend.
Pal.
Is there a none of these option?
There was already went past though, so something. As you pronounce them, do the words farm and palm rhyme?
No. Farm, Pam. The
No.
palm of your hand, and you're going to a
Well,
farm.
that's extraordinarily Scottish and Irish. Which of these words would you use for a long piece of cushioned furniture in the main room of the house? Lounge, Chesterfield, settee, sofa, seat,
Sofa.
armchair, divan, chaise lounge,
Divan.
couch.
I would say a sofa.
I really want to do this with my grandma because I know she says some of these.
Divan.
City. Which of these words, if any, would you use for running water in a smaller than a river?
A burn.
Creek. Burn. Ugh. Creek, rivulet, burn, brook, trickle, dike, beck, stream, ditch, shuck.
Burn.
I say stream.
Nah.
That's
like
extraordinary.
the burn down the back. I have a burn down the back.
They've got you.
Oh.
Got you pegged, except when I do it, I'm much more... Oh no, actually, they don't have you at all. They way off because you're all over the place.
Oh.
They vaguely have you...
Hang on, go and screen share. Just for me. Just for my interests. We're doing this on Skype, so Patrick can screen share.
How do I screen share again? There we go.
Click screen share.
Screen share, British Irish District, start sharing.
Right. There we go. Oh.
Yeah, and here's your answers.
That's very... Oh. Yeah, supper.
Wait, hold on. This one I thought was funny. You're either very Scottish or very English.
You're very southern or very Scottish.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
wait,
that's
no,
a pretty good.
Do it.
It's a pretty good one.
I'll speed run it, but I'll still say it out loud. I can stop sharing.
Yeah. This is fun.
Oh, I signed into the wrong email.
Oh.
That's fine. Right. What do I call the small grey bug? It's a slater.
It is. Good job.
Door poor. They do not rhyme? Door poor.
No, they don't.
I'm asking for confirmation. I can't tell when things
no,
rhyme.
they don't.
Scone rhymes with bone.
You don't say scone, do you?
Scone is a scone. That's very Irish. Yeah, I would say chav, I guess, or townie. I don't say these things like out loud, so I'd say none of these. Full, fool, different. Oh, that's very much not a Scottish thing. Horse, horse, they sound the same. Again, English.
There's a little bit of a difference, but yours sound very similar.
Supper, because I'm cool. Skive off. Oh, yeah, once again. But put, they do not rhyme.
No.
Someone is stupid, you're a numpty. I have called people numpty before.
I would not use that.
I would. You're numpty. Numpty. Idiot. You're thick. But now again, that's got a different definition.
That has a different meaning entirely now.
But I like numpty, I think it's nice. Oh, that's all over the UK. My grandma, I refer to her as grandma.
But there we go.
Small running water, it's a stream.
No, it's not.
Last cat father.
No, they don't sound the same.
Last cat father. There's an odd man out there.
Yeah. Last
cat, they're the same.
Yeah, last and cat are the same.
Oh, that's Northern English.
Oh.
Food, good. Do not rhyme. Very English. They're I've heard people call them sannies, which I don't like. Trainers or PE gym shoes. I've heard people call them pumps, but because I did Highland dancing, pumps are a very specific thing to me.
I've also heard generic school shoes called plimsolls.
Mm.
Like,
my grandfather. Oh, I'm getting a grandfather one.
Oh.
You know what I call my grandfather?
What?
James. But hey, I get to be foreign again. You know what I call my other grandfather?
The foreign equivalent.
Pappy.
I guessed it.
Pappy Jacques, that's his name. Pappy is not on here.
Well, it
I'm
wouldn't
typing
be.
it in.
That's just because you have a foreign grandfather.
Well, yeah, I still have to call him foreign things, it's kind of B. Okay, I call it tag.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Okay. Long piece of cushioned furniture. It's a sofa.
Yeah.
I'd love to do this to someone who's not from here.
Oh yeah, that would be so fun.
A small round piece of baked yeast dough. Excuse me?
Eh?
A small round piece of baked yeast dough. So like a
Scone?
softie.
Oh, like a bap.
Bap.
Yeah!
Ah. I mean, I guess I would call it a softie.
Well, I wouldn't. I'd call it a bap.
It's a softie, which is apparently very unique to our area. A
Yeah,
baby.
I can see that. Yeah.
I just call it a baby.
Yeah, same. Why is that not an option? No, I would call the baby by its name.
Just a random baby. Like, what's up, Gerald? Heavy rainfall. I would say pissing it down. Or pouring.
My mum would say stotting, but she says it like...
Stotting.
No, but my mum says like, it's stotting.
The only thing I have with my mum that I laugh at her for... Well, no. Do you have a thing with your mum that where one of you says something and you just like look at each other and say the same word?
Yeah, stotting.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. So whenever me and my mum say the word coffee, I go coffee, and she goes coffee, and we just say coffee at each other in increasingly messed up accents. So it's just coffee.
It's more like me
Until
and my
we
dad that
just
say
break
weird
off.
stuff like that.
How do you? What? Why am I getting different ones? Which of these words would you use for feeling cold? Chilly,
Cold.
freezing, Arctic, nithered, nesh, Baltic, brass monkeys, perishing, parky, foundered, nippy. You know what I say? Frigid, which makes my parents laugh at me because they think of the other definition of the word frigid.
I don't know what the other version of the word frigid is.
Unable to conceive.
Oh.
I'd
Yeah, I
say I'm
know that.
freezing.
Yeah, I would say freezing.
Yeah, I'm freezing or frigid.
I'd say I'm freezing or I'm cold.
Such boring. I say dude for my friends. Dude. Yeah, like, what's up, dude? What's up, man? I say man a lot.
What's up, pal?
I don't say pal. I've started saying mate, but that's just because I've been watching Phil's on Minecraft more.
God. Mate. That's quite English, I think.
Yeah, he's
Very
English.
English.
How do you refer to your mother? Mama.
Mama.
Not on the map. Not even a little bit. Farm, Pam. They do not rhyme?
No,
question
they
mark?
don't rhyme. No.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
Look.
Oh, you're sharing.
Yeah.
Oh, how come yours is more concentrated than mine?
Still way off. No, mine is
Yeah.
up here. Yours was more here. Mine's.
You're just
Is this a
Newcastle.
random town that I could be from?
You could be from Newcastle.
Yeah, easily enough. Yeah, this part was what I thought was funny.
Yeah.
And
That's-
and this.
Yeah.
These two really nailed me there. This is such a UK word.
Skiving, yeah, that's so...
Uniquely British.
You know that the one place where it doesn't actually say skiving, where I thought they would say it, and that's Glasgow.
I reckon they'd have a funkier word for it.
I feel like, yeah, they would, but I feel like skive, like, derived from Glasgow.
Why?
I don't know.
You're a weird fellow sometimes. I really want to do that with my grandma though, because I feel like she would really point into the area.
Yeah, I feel like I need to do that with my dad and my mum.
If you do, tell me what they got.
I will. But anyway, we're over an hour now, so we really have to go. So thank you all very much for listening this week. Please, like I said earlier on, go down into the description and check out all of my links, like I said earlier on.
You sound
Thank
like Jacksepticeye. Like, and it goes like a boss.
Thank you, Patrick, for coming on. This has been fun. I've
Of course,
enjoyed
it's basically
myself.
my duty at this point.
Oh yeah,
You'd be giving me half of the money you get from this.
which is nothing.
Is it possible to split 1 pence?
No, because I don't even get 1 pence, Patrick. I get
That's such a
literally
shame.
nothing for doing
Such a
this.
shame. One day people will find this clip and they'll be like, damn, now he's
Well.
on 3 million subscribers. That's where I think you'll peak. You'll peak at 3 million.
If I get anywhere at all. We can't think like that. We can't think like that. But thank you all again very much for listening. I will be back next week with, at this point, most likely Patrick and some other people, hopefully, as well. But thank you all again very much for listening, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.